14 years, 123 matches, 9,230 runs and 30 centuries later, Virat Kohli has decided to hang his boots in Test cricket. On Saturday, the Indian Express had reported that the former Indian captain is willing to retire from the format that he loved the most. Another report suggested that the BCCI might get a highly influential person to approach Virat and ask him to rethink. But nothing seemed to have changed his mind. On Monday morning, the cricketing world was shaken as Kohli made his decision public through an emotional Instagram post. Just like Rohit Sharma did last week, Kohli poured his heart out in a message confirming that he is stepping away from the red ball format and will now focus solely on ODIs. It has been 14 years since I first wore the baggy blue in Test cricket. Honestly, I never imagined the journey this format would take me on. It's tested me, shaped me, and taught me lessons I'll carry for life. There is something deeply personal about playing in whites, the quiet grind, the long days, the small moments that no one sees but that stay with you forever. As I step away from this format, it's not easy, but it feels right. I have given it everything I had, and it's given me back so much more than I could have hoped for. I'm walking away with a heart full of gratitude for the game, for the people I shared the field with, and for every single person who made me feel seen along the way. I'll always look back at my Test career with a smile. #269 signing off. It is without a doubt the end of an era, one that saw India rise as a formidable force in Test cricket. Under Kohli's inspiring leadership, India's reign at the top of the ICC Test rankings became a regular feature. His appointment as captain in 2014 marked the beginning of a glorious legacy, one that Indian cricket will always treasure. Kohli led India in 68 tests, the most by any Indian captain. Under his leadership, the team clinched 40 wins, also the most for an Indian skipper, and his impressive win percentage of 58.82 stands as the third best in Test history among captains who have led in at least 50 matches. Among his most iconic achievements was leading India to a historic series victory on Australian soil during the 2018-19 Border Gavaskar Trophy, a feat that had never been achieved before. Throughout his career, Kohli played numerous unforgettable knocks, twin centuries on his Test captaincy debut against Australia at the Adelaide Oval in December 2014, a commanding 100 in India's first ever day-night Test against Bangladesh at Eden Gardens in 2019, and several stellar performances in Australia to name a few. Kohli's contribution to Indian Test cricket is monumental. He scored 7 double centuries, the most by any Indian batter in the format. He captained India from December 2014 to January 2022, crafting one of the most successful eras in the country's cricketing history. Kohli's major achievements: first ever series win in Australia in 2018-19, most capped Indian Test captain, twin centuries on Test captaincy debut, most successful Indian captains in Tests, first Indian to score a century in day-night Tests, most double centuries by an Indian captain in Test cricket, most Test centuries for India in Australia, and the first Indian captain to lead the team to a World Test Championship final. Kohli's announcement comes shortly after Rohit Sharma's retirement from Tests. On May 7th, Rohit too made his decision known via Instagram. Interestingly, the two icons had also announced their T20I retirements together last year, just moments after India's T20 World Cup triumph in the USA and the West Indies. Now that both Kohli and Rohit have stepped away from the Test arena, Indian cricket stands at the dawn of a new era. With selectors now looking to the younger generation for leadership, the task ahead is monumental: to find a name that can not only lead for the long haul but also carry forward the legacy built by Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma.